Howdy YouTube, and today on Old Iron Works we're going to be fixing on my Pennsylvania Meteor here. So nobody probably noticed it in the last few videos, but this old girl has a bit of an issue. I don't think the axle's supposed to be doing that. A little bushing in here, broken. So I tried doing a quick and dirty repair before all the snow, but it didn't hold. So what we're gonna have to do is drop the front connection off this blade. I don't want to take it all the way off because I think we're supposed to get some more, and pull that out of there, grind it all down really smooth, and re-weld it. So all right, let's get going. Okay. Get the hammer. Off that back there too. Yeah. What's that? Freak. This up and out of the way. Get my jack out, fellas. Nice jack stick in here. Down on that one. Down on that one. Cool. Alright, now we gotta get that big old bolt off of there. Okay. That'll help if I get the right tool. That's what that one's for. Bolt. That. Pull that here. Big old bolt. I heard something hit the cardboard. Might have been dirt. There it is. The old bushing with my booger welds that I tried to do real quick. This guy. Take our tie rods off. That's free. That one is a smaller bolt. Ooh, lock washer. Okay, let's get this thing out of here. All right, we got her on the sawhorses. We're gonna get her clamped down and take the wire wheel to it here in a second. But as you can see, My old booger welds just did not hold at all. Yeah, this side. So I didn't have time to really clean this up, so I just stuck it on there. So we're gonna get it cleaned up this time and try to do it right. I'm not the best at welding. I don't have a really good one, but it's gonna be better than what it is now. All right, we got this ready to go. Got a copper bushing in there just to take the space. Got another little bushing in there. Had to cut that out of a washer that I had lying around. And that should be just about right. Now, for the fun part, all I've got to weld with is this little flux core wire welder. So we'll see how it goes. Can't promise any good results, but it'll be something. Let's go, huh? See how well this holds up. Let's see if we can get that in there a little bit more. Oh yeah, I am absolutely terrible at welding, but you know what? The grinder and paint makes me the welder right. Ooh, so we're throwing cans about head. There. We'll let that dry. Then we'll slap her back under. Alright, one sandwich later, this should be dry enough. Let's get this pig back under her. Under her, there, whatever. Just my shin. There ain't much left of this thing, but it'll do now. You know what? I about did a doopsie. That's backwards. That would have been fun. Why didn't you guys tell me? Okay. One more time. That way, that way. Come on. You guessed it, guys. My welding sucks. But you know what? That's what I have a parts machine for. So, we'll have to come back to this another time. I'll have to get a stick after this. That's fine. I have a 10 twin. I can just take the front axle off of it and call it good. I will see you guys after I do that. And just like that, with the power of editing YouTube magic, we're re-welded and back on. Just gotta tighten it down. Oh yeah. That's a lot better. Now we just gotta reconnect our tie rods. That shouldn't be too difficult. The long washer and the nut. That one. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. That on there. The lock washer. And the nut. Okay. Right one. Yeah. And this one's got nut on the bottom. It's different than the other one. Got it. Okay, now we just gotta get this thing hooked back up. I just had this held on with some all thread. Goes all the way through. There we go. And that part's on. I'll hook the spring up last. Let's go and pin up the lever. This probably would be easier if I didn't have the 111 a foot away. Should have moved it. Left my pliers in front of the tractor. This works. There. Ain't going nowhere. Alright, last step is to get this. Put that all the way up. Yeah, this thing just has a metal hook that holds up the spring, the lift spring, so you're not having to lift this whole blade every time. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, let me get the jack and we'll get this thing down. I have a job for it. Get that closer to the center. Careful not to get toes under nothing. Alright, we are back on the ground on 4 wheels after 3 weeks. Okay, let's get this thing all checked and everything. Oh yeah, we're full. Gas, mostly all right. Make sure we're still neutralus. Power on, choke on. I'll shut it down for just a second to give you my plan. So this is a dethatcher. Now I don't really need to dethatch my crazy thick backyard, so that's why I'm not putting any weight on it. What I'm going to use it for, however, is to break up all the big dog turds from over the winter, and then that'll allow them to get caught up by the 111 and the mower to spit it all out. So that's my plan. There we have it. The axle repair on the 1012 Meteor is complete. I mean, it's kind of a rough job of it. Let's see, it's still on there, holding strong. Yeah, that stick weld did it. So this thing I'll be continuing to use and work on it, because the motor, it's a little weak, but I mean, it's from the 60s. It's old and worn out, but it does what I want it to do. I don't know if it came through on the videos, but my height on my blade is a little too low. So I think this, my lift arm is bent a bit. I'll but I can take that off real quick and fix it. But I don't want to take it off just yet, because in my yard the dogs have absolutely destroyed it with digging holes over the winter. Like, I've got some big dogs, and they dig some big holes, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of dirt and smooth it out with this before I take it off, and try to grow a little bit more grass back there. But other than that, she's just great. I love this whole thing. I'll be giving it some more love, but until next time, the 111's up. She's a bit of a service, and it's time to mow. Catch you next time.